You want to know why you suck at Black Ops 7? Because you're trash. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. No, imagine that was the whole video. I just ended it right there. Now, we're going to be talking about a few things this video. Stuff that you guys need to change. Stuff that you guys need to do better in order to play better at this game. Now, I currently have a 1.85 or a 2.0 KD. I haven't checked in a little while. It's going up, guys. It's going up, all right? So I think I'm at a point where I could tell you guys what you need to do in order to do better. And I'm also one of those people who make a whole bunch of these errors, mistakes, whatever you want to call it. So I'm kind of at a good point where I could just tell you guys what you need to do. The first one that I want to talk about is number 10 on this list. I mentioned it a lot, so I just kind of want to get it out of the way, and that is a reloading addiction. You reload your gun more than you look at your minimap. You reload your gun more than you even kill people. So what is the point of doing that, especially when enemies are just going to pop out of nowhere and drop you? You got to stop reloading that gun for everything, all right, guys? If you have 19, 20, 30 bullets left in your magazine, it doesn't need to be reloaded yet. Wait a little bit. If you go down to like 15 or 10, then maybe, okay, you might consider reloading, but if you're just killing one dude, you do not need to reload your gun after every single gunfight. And then enemies pop out, they drop you in the middle of your reload, you can't do anything, you're just caught sitting there staring at him kill you, and you know you're gonna die because, well, yeah, you're stuck reloading. Guys, do not reload your gun for absolutely everything. Going down to number 9 on this list, you're ego challenging instead of healing before re-engaging. And I'm gonna be honest, I do this way too often, and it's probably because I'm cocky and I'm way too overconfident in myself, and I believe I'm gonna win those gunfights even if I'm at 1 health and the enemy's at 100. I don't know what it is, I just ego chow people all the time, and I'm pretty sure you guys do that too, because a lot of times I'll shoot at an enemy, he will not shoot me at all, he'll hide behind an object and pop out right away and try to get me. And I'll be honest, when he does get me, it is a little embarrassing, but 9 out of 10 times he's not getting me. He's literally one shot. I'm waiting for him to pop out again, and trust me guys, that's not something you want to do. Now before we get on to number 8, here is 10 seconds. If you want to get the rarest camos like the Gold, Arclight, Tempest, or Singularity, but don't have the time to grind, MMO EXP has got you guys covered, super cheap, and someone will grind it for you. And within less than a week, you guys will have every single thing unlocked. If you guys need all those headshots, anything you want, they got you, and they have 24/7 support as well, so if you guys need any help, they got you with that as well. Use code iDoNick, you guys will save 8% off. Trust me, it's awesome. Just click the link down in the description. At number 8, we have not playing the objective. Now, honestly, not playing the objective is smart sometimes, but it's really dumb most of the time, all right? This gives the enemies more objective score. There's score streaks in this game, and if they stay on the objective and kill you, they're going to get bonus points as well, leading to them getting their streaks a lot faster. So if the enemies are running high streaks, this is not something that you want to let them do because they're going to get it with that objective. Not only that, you're going to lose the game. So make sure that you guys are at least trying to play the objective. But we'll go more into that afterwards because there's something I really want to talk about, but I'm going to save it until afterwards because it's pretty big, and I'm probably going to put it at number 3 on this list. Going to number 7, we have shooting as if you don't have eyes. Guys, if you are shooting at the enemy literally anywhere instead of actually trying to focus where to shoot him, you're going to end up dying a lot too. If you're just shooting at legs, or if you're just shooting to shoot, or if someone's on a heavy head glitch and you're just spraying and praying that every shot hits, you're not going to be playing this game right, all right? You do not want to do that. What you want to do is aim for the upper chest at all times. This sounds like not the smartest idea, right? The upper chest only does the second most damage. It doesn't do the most damage. Head does the most damage. Why wouldn't I aim at the head? Guys, the head is a very small body part to hit, and if you have recoil and flinch, if you're aiming at the head, you're going to start shooting the sky. So definitely not worth it. But if you're shooting at the upper chest, this is where things get interesting, because when you're hitting that upper chest, you're doing the second most damage. But if you have recoil, or if the enemy shoots back and causes you to flinch, he's going to be giving you a kill against himself, because now you're shooting at his chest, your gun is going to flinch up and automatically hit him in the head rather than the sky. So make sure you're shooting at the chest at all times, and keep it in your head. Focus on that. Make that your primary thought in your head every time you get into a gunfight. Say, I'm going to shoot the chest. It sounds dumb, but if you keep repeating that in your head, it's gonna work out, guys. Going to number 6, looking like you have no awareness whatsoever. You gotta look at the minimap. You gotta look at the kill feed. You gotta look behind you. You gotta look beside you. You gotta look everywhere when you're playing FPS games. Do not play as if you had tunnel vision, all right? Because if you're not looking at that kill feed, you're not gonna know if your teammates are getting kills or if the enemy's getting kills. If you're not looking at that minimap and the kill feed at the same time, especially, you're not gonna know what's going on anywhere, and you're just gonna be looking straight, but enemies could come behind you. They could come beside you. So many times I just see someone posted up on a a head glitch, not aware of any of their surroundings, and honestly, it's just a free kill. It's really nice to go get sometimes. So, I mean, if you guys want to continue doing it, continue doing it. I don't mind. But I'm going to recommend that you do not do that. Going to number 5, you don't use realistic score streaks that you could actually earn. And I mean this in the nicest way possible, but if you cannot get a bloodthirsty consistently in this game, you should not be using streaks higher than a UAV, counter UAV, and all that kind of stuff, alright? If you get maybe 10 kills without dying once every 100 games, you should not have a swarm on. It just doesn't make sense to have the highest streak in the game when you can't get it almost every single game. If you could get the highest streak every second or third game, then it's worth running. But if you can't consistently get it, don't do it. Also, you're doing yourself a huge disadvantage, a huge non-favor, whatever you want to call it, by not running streaks that you could earn, because you're not giving yourself free kills. If you can run streaks that you could earn consistently multiple times a game, you will be able to call these things in a lot more often, like a Hellstorm missile. If you're good at getting 800 score or whatever it is to get a Hellstorm missile, put that on and you're going to be getting a bunch of kills just using that over and over and over again, and it's free kills that will help raise your KD. So make sure that you're using streaks that you could earn every single game, not something that you might earn once in a while, because that's not going to be, it's useless to you. You might as well not even have it on. Going to number 4, you're not using lethals or tacticals, guys. They're in the game for a reason. I'm going to recommend stim shot for tacticals, but if you don't want stim shot, run something that's going to stun the enemies. My least favorite thing in this game right now, I have no idea if it's a tactical, I have no idea if it's a field upgrade, let me know please, but it's that one thing that makes you hallucinate and see things that aren't there. I hate it, but it's good for people to run. I'm not going to judge them for running it. It's good, it works. You got to use stuff like that to your advantage as well. A lethal is nice too. A frag, you might throw it to the enemy area and clear it out before you even get there with your gun. Free kills, or you might damage someone 95% with a grenade, and then you just need to hit him with one shot and he's done for. So guys, use these, they work really great. Going to number 3, I said I was going to come back to this one before when I said not playing the objective. At number 3 is playing too much objective. This isn't good either. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna give you guys an example here. Say you capture B and C on domination. Why are you going for A? What do you do? There is no reason to capture A if you're holding C and B. You are already holding those. The enemies are spawning at A. You do not need to go anywhere near A. You're going to win the game just with C and B alone. And you're going to know where the enemies keep spawning from if they keep coming at A. Do not do it. Why go for it? I have teammates that go for it all the time, and it just frustrates me, man. They flip the spawns, the enemies end up capturing C. Now we were forced to capture A. By the time we finish capturing A, the enemies already captured B, and it's just a whole mess up, all right? Do not capture one flag if it's the last flag that's remaining, all right? Let the enemies keep it. You're still going to win. Another thing is, if the enemies have B flag and you are trying so hard to get B, but you notice that none of your teammates are trying as well, honestly, just take the loss. The game is going to come out as a loss. You guys are going to lose. Just take the loss. Stop going for the B flag if your teammates are not helping whatsoever, because all you're doing is hurting your KD, all right? Make sure that you guys keep that up there and do what you got to do. Going down to number 2. Actually, before we go to number 2, before I forget, I want to give a bonus one. I just thought of it as I was talking about the last one. Use your teammates as bait, all right? Use them as bait. If there's a building and you know there's enemies in that building and you see a teammate running towards it, let him go in. Who cares, all right? Who cares? It's not your KD that's going to die, that's going to hurt, that's going to go down. Let him go in there, and once he goes in there and dies, well, now you know where the enemies are at. Now you know how many enemies are, well, at least a rough idea. And this way, you're not taking a loss. Now you could choose to go in or you could get out. If you weaken them, you might want to go in there and get a couple free kills, but it is what it is. Moving to number 2, sticking to one spot on the map. Don't be that guy, all right? Like, especially snipers, they'll go to the right side, they'll hard scope, they'll wait for someone, they'll drop him, they'll wait there a whole other minute, no one comes, they're still waiting there. You don't be that guy, all right? You're gonna play so slow, you're not gonna level up fast, everything's gonna take forever. Don't be that guy. Move sides of the map. If you kill 2 or 3 people, I always say it, after killing them, don't stay there, because yeah, one of them might come back, 2 of them might come back, but if all 3 of them come back for revenge, you are going to die, all right? So make sure you're not doing that. And I don't know about you guys, I find double kills in this game to be extremely hard to get. I don't know what it is. I feel like I shoot out one dude, I have no time to aim at the other guy before I'm already dead, all right? So yeah, don't do that. All right, get out of there, move sides, go somewhere else, and pick off a few more people, and then don't overstay your welcome there either. Going to number 1, you stay in lobbies where you're getting obliterated. I kind of saved this one for last, all right? Because a lot of people are going to be like, well, you can't rage quit, that's not fair. A lot of people have strong feelings against this. But guys, if you're in a lobby, especially if you joined late, and the game is already losing a lot for your team, and the enemies are getting streaks after streaks after streaks, and you're getting 1 kill dying 10 times, getting 1 kill dying 20 times, leave. All right, just leave. I don't care. I don't want to be that guy who says it, but just leave. All right, I know it sucks. Nobody wants to do that, but yeah, if you're getting obliterated, there's no point in staying. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a big fat like, subscribe to the channel if those notifications turned on, and if you want the best settings in Black Ops 7 to help with your aim, check out this video on screen right now. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.